welcome back to Clair to Lune from scratch. Okay, now let's put right hand and left hand together in measure 42. Back to our original view of our fingerings and notes. Let's go ahead and just cut out that measure, and that'll give me an opportunity to show you how the right hand aligns with the left hand notes, okay? And then we'll spend a moment or two kind of reviewing how both measure 41 and 42 flow together. Let's go ahead and create a new page here. Paste this over here. Okay. If you've stuck with this far, really congratulations. You've really learned to work through a tough passage, take things a little bit at a time, and hopefully, if you're still on the other side of this lesson, you're finding a lot of fun in these accomplishments, really conquering difficult passages and making them easier with practice and with patient cutouts like what we're doing. Okay, so let's go ahead and show you where everything aligns. Here, it's relatively easy, not so bad. Here, you have eighth notes on top, 16th notes on the bottom. You notice this has one beam, these notes have two beams. These two beam notes are twice as fast as the single beam notes on top. So basically two notes for every single one up here. So they line up like that, okay? And you have this here. Remember, this is tied, so you don't need to play that again, just the bottom note. Okay, so this bottom A plays down here. Now, sometimes what's helpful is just to know what fingers are being lined up where. In this case, you have a thumb here in the left hand with this note over here. You have a third finger being lined up here. You have another third finger being lined up here. Okay, you can see the thumb being lined up here. And here, these are all fifth fingers lining up with these thirds on top. So let's do that slowly. You can see how this works, okay? And that's the way, if you notice, if you were watching the pedal, very similar to the previous measure, you change the pedal perhaps once here, and then once here. The other option is just to keep the pedal, just to change here and keep the pedal down all the way. But if you want to have a slightly cleaner sound, you might want to change again right over here. Okay. So once again, watch the pedaling. Okay. I changed the pedal here. Okay. Let me do it one time without the pedal and talk you through the changes again. Okay. Hand position change. Now right hand position change. Right hand position change. Left hand as well. So both of you have to change positions. Your right hand thumb comes in position. Change to a 1 here. Okay. A little faster. Change. Change. Both hands change. Change here. Change here. Okay, now with pedal, a little faster. Okay, and again, if the pedal's throwing you off with your notes, just keep the pedal down all the way through. And that doesn't sound so bad, especially if you go faster, okay? So that, in a nutshell, is how you play that measure. Now, if you don't mind, I'm going to go back and review one more time, since these two measures really are a pair and they really work well together. You want to go back after you kind of work on this measure, go back and review all the way from measure 41 again. So let's do it one more time as a review slowly. Remember, the right hand takes over her. If there's one danger spot perhaps in terms of getting your hands to both change positions at the same time, it's going to be right over here where I'm drawing this yellow line. Just be aware of that, okay? And again, let me just draw the pedaling for you so you can just see it a little more clearly what's happening. We're changing the pedal here, and I'm recommending another pedal change here on this beat, another change here, and then another change. Again, the kind of similar patterns in both measures, and you can see that, right? First and third beats. This beat over here, this beat over here, this beat over here. So one last time, okay? Change positions, change positions, change positions, and then you change your pedal. little faster. Okay, take your time. This is one of the most beautiful transitions. And then we're going to have some slightly easier material coming up next. So really, congratulations. We've just accomplished a major portion of the piece. And I think after you've kind of licked this, the next semi-challenging portions aren't going to be as bad. We have a few more challenging rough terrain spots to get through, but we're really, I think, getting the hang of working on these difficult things, hopefully. And I'm hoping that, I mean, as we've been progressing through all these lessons, that your note reading is getting better. I'm doing the note reading specifically for, I know there's a lot of people who probably have learned a lot of this piece perhaps by ear and are kind of jumping in the middle. So for the benefit of those of you who are, haven't been following the series from the very beginning, I'm still going to go ahead and kind of outline the notes one by one. But I encourage you, if you haven't, go back to the very beginning so that you can kind of review the elementary note reading basics, and that'll give you a better appreciation how to not only play along with Clair de Lune, but pick up your own music and learn it for yourself. Okay, very good. Congratulations. We're going to continue on with the rest of the piece, and I will see you at the next lesson.